only broke. Women are never broke. Tomorrow we can be rich. All we got to do is go talk to some old man, and tomorrow we could be at the dealership driving off in a nice car. Next week we could be moving into our new mansion. Okay, women are never poor. Only men are broke. Y'all will struggle for years, and all we got to do is meet some dude that likes us a lot more than we like them. That's literally it. Okay, I promise you, overnight success.
So let me make sure I understand you correctly. The way that a woman can become successful, financially successful overnight, is if she goes and finds an old man that likes her more than she likes him, and basically use that man for his money. That is the reason why women are never broke, because they can just go and use a man and become financially successful because she found a financially successful man. And do I have that right? This, do I want to make this personal? Yeah, I'm going to make this personal. So this young lady, Ashra, I was I was made aware of her a little over a decade ago. And one of the nauseating things that I found about her is the fact that she has the demeanor of the well-off ratchet. The smart mouth, the condescending, the I'm better than everybody else, the arrogance, but in a better financial situation than most people. Her herself, a stay-at-home mom, whose husband, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, is some type of engineer, by which she claims his promotions and his financial increase was based on the rituals that she performed for him to achieve those things. To hell with his abilities, his intelligence, his hard work. To hell with all those things. But this woman who has never really forged out there for herself other than to make a living selling rituals, selling trinkets, doing lives. She's never started a real business, never made an exorbitant amount of money for herself, is now giving wisdom to women to tell them that, hey, if you don't want to be broke, if you don't ever have to be broke, all you have to do is take advantage of a man who is making a certain amount of money to be able to provide for you. And it doesn't matter how you feel about him, as long as he loves you more. Which makes me feel a little bad for her husband. But he chose that life. And he chooses, if he's still there, to be in that life. But this is some of the bad wisdom that is out there. This is some of the wisdom that is creating so many dysfunctional relationships from the beginning, because the relationship doesn't even stand a chance. Because what do you have? Women saying, that's right. Asher said, go find a man who's making more money. And I've seen this in my own life. When I first started dating, when I divorced my kid's mother, and I owned a gym, I seemed to be more likable if the woman knew that I owned a gym, instead of if they thought I was just a personal trainer at the gym. When I had my popcorn shop, I seemed to be more likable when they realized that I owned the popcorn shop. When I opened the cigar lounge, I own a cigar lounge and a popcorn shop. I'm so much more likable to some of these women. So I know that this type of messaging is getting through. People are believing this. They're accepting this. And they think that it's working. And it works on fools, on those who are desperate, on those who don't realize that the person that you bring in your life should be a value add to your life and not a liability. So, ladies, if you're listening to this type of misinformation, then you're going to find yourself in loveless relationships where the man will realize that you're only there for the money. So his fidelity to you will not be true. The moment you start withering and getting older, and maybe that's why she lost all that weight. She could have done it for herself. She could have done it for herself. But she could have also done it because the more and more successful her husband was becoming, the more and more she may have realized that she better keep it looking good. Because otherwise, there's another little youngin' standing over in the corner that realizes the same bullshit she's peddling. That little youngin' is saying her husband is making some good money, and I'm going to show him the appreciation that she don't. I'm going to show him the peace that she don't. And then I'll make him mine, and that money will be mine, or at least what's left after the divorce and the child support. I don't know. But do you want to be in that vicious circle is the question. As a woman, as a man, do any of you want to be in that vicious circle? That's what you should be asking yourself. You should not be listening to that type of nonsense. But always remember, you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.